happy holidays, everybody. Real quick before we start, I have a challenge for you, YouTube. If you can get the channel to 100 subs before January 30th, I'll go off-season and do a Let's Play of the Silent Hill 2 remake. Okay, that's it. Back to the video. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Aloha and welcome back, buddies. I'm Sammy, Grayson, and it is time for more Dawntrail. I'm still trying to process everything that's actually going on here. Embracing oblivion. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. Yeah, when we confront Zaralza, he is definitely gonna pull that piece of shit. I wonder if he's gonna be like the trial proper. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. About technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliolal and Alexandria. While Zaralza knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within that enormous tower Everkeep. So here, I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kahua and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust. The fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zaralza. Sphene too claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. The leader is Erenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's the ruler of this nation. The greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. Fair point. Knowing Zaralza, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliolal. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Kahua. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when time comes, strike Zaralza down for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Erendil. You've always had great instincts honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? If it's trapped, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung. Always the way of it with you. Yeah, and it's worked out thus far. Fine, if you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Oh boy. Come to think of it. Okay, we have two. We have an entire half of the map we haven't been to yet. God. Kahua, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zoralja. Oh? But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zoralja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kahua, everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zoralja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion. The king resides on the uppermost level, but while Queen XIV has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zoralja will eventually march into the Olal again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. The innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. His pride wouldn't let him just hang back. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliolal. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. It's like, and how do you propose to do that exactly? Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tuliolal again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuliolal requires that Zoralja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts to keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare the defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Y'shtola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at first sign of movement. Seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zoralja to move, you do well to prepare for battle. It begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside that tower. in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Well, good news, I believe that's already been solved for you. About that, Sveen said that she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce yourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. Alright. Well, Oblivion has operatives all over. We're the main crew here. I'm Geode, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakwe. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. Been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayakwe is a Tonawatan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is Tuliolan, and our father is Alexandrian. We wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released. But when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We'd already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. We've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard. Even here he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. Introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. Well, mine is a Tonawatan name. I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see with my own eyes. Our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. Meet the others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. And Laneshpia, one thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kahua. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. Just appreciate being called that name. That's all. Be good to her mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. What are we getting a meanwhile? Oh, we're getting a meanwhile. This must be all the souls they've collected.
You've been consulting with Wuk Lamat. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming, but when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wooglamat bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path.
Gee, this all sounds familiar.
I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wooglamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Wooglamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuliolal.
Like, fuck this place, I got a new home
What
now.
now?
This place kind of reminds me of Xenoblade 3 in a weird way. Alright, are we off to Solution 9? Yep. Right, Kahua is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Tender shortcake. Yeah, let's leave here before I teleport. No, yes, I want to leave. Let's see. Just to wait till the other ether edge to go around. Edel Shear does the same thing. Back to that, because I am going to want to fly here eventually, I bet. Hello. Ah, there you are. If Queen's Fiend has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zeralda's minions to deal with. Nothing for it but to see if Sven has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass if you'd be so kind. Outrunner Guide Unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen's Feet. Oh, look at that, she kept her word. What a relief. There you have it. Seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. At long last, the other hub for this expansion. And probably the raid hub.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds.
Look at this cyberpunk ass shit.
Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Solution 9. Apparently named after a place from Final Fantasy 9. I don't like the music though.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrobe, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore?
Sounds great.
I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zeralja's dominion, do you not?
Do you need to better understand who and what we're dealing with here?
It's no less than our duty.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
Everyone's sporting that.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Everyone's sporting the universal gear from Wolf's Den.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later. I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
What What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Why didn't you mention this sooner?
Little family bonding time.
You want to explore together?
Hell yeah, let's go.
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Looks like I'm blushing. Or I'm drunk, one of the two. Not that I wouldn't mind a drink right now, but now is not the time. Oh, yep, this is a city. Nexus Arcade. Traxxas Park. Towers inside the tower. See it, but I still can't believe it. Now I say we proceed straight ahead. If you feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. Scanning board up. Recreation zone. Neon Stein. The Arcadian. Oh, that's gonna be the 8-man raid for this expansion. Crossroads already? It's too much. No idea where I should go. Right, I've made up my mind. Let's head to that building there. Oh, this is the ETH, right? Oh yeah, be careful not to fall here. Holy shit. Can I? Nope. I was practically feeling vertigo just looking at that. Laynode 9. I'm guessing that's the Ethernet shard. Oh, look, the Queen.
Sphene!
And the old school Final Fantasy music is back.
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Indeed it did.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh boy.
Oh, a request you said.
Like,
Yes, an important one. I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods.
But
Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you asked the impossible. Zorolja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zoralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
Never fear, I'll be there alongside her.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
I think we mean you specifically.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around?
From what we hear, you like going out in public.
Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well, I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Yay! You done diddly made it. But with that, I'm going to end things off here. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you liked this video, leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more, hit subscribe and the bell, and I'll see you guys next time.